So you're making threats. Your husband's already threatened me. So let's let that be what it's going to be. But I'm not about to keep playing this game. I'm not going to be silenced. I'm not going to disrespect.
Stop playing with me. When I don't reply, it's not because I'm grown. It's not because anything. It's because what do I gain? But stop playing with me. You cannot compete. You're ugly. You're ugly. You're like a Ninja Turtle. The hairline all the way to the back. You got mad bumps on your face, you dirty. Who the fuck is you talking to? They didn't want to talk about spell car. I don't give a what you say. You're a bum. You're nearly 40. You don't own weak ass car, weak ass crib, weak ass career. Then you want to talk about, oh, you trying to trick me like Tasha K. No, look, I'm not. I never said that you lied on me, but you're not gonna pick on me. And thank me. Thank me that I got you some views today on YouTube.
Cardi is upset with Armon because Armon is no longer in her pocket and singing her praises like he used to. And that he's over there with Nicki singing Nicki Minaj praises. But this is the thing. Cardi was on the phone with Armon, was cussing him out, saying all this nasty stuff to him, trying to sun him in a very disrespectful way. Cardi B need to understand that you cannot go around trying to snatch his back with Angela Yee on the radio show. Cardi B is wrong all around. I'm a team Armon in this instance.
Things are blowing up fast, and Cardi B is right in the center of it. What started as harmless internet drama has now turned into straight-up chaos. YouTuber Armon Wiggins, who's been proudly waving the Team Nicki flag, is now in deep after throwing heavy shade at Cardi's career and suddenly becoming the alleged target of a violent attack. Word on the block is that Cardi herself might have had something to do with it. And if that's true, it's about to get wild. Armon isn't backing down either. He's lawyering up and suing, turning this whole thing into a full-blown legal storm that could flip everything upside down. Armon's never been shy about his feelings. He's been taking digs at Cardi for years. But now, the game's changed. Cardi's done playing nice, and she's not letting him talk slick without consequences anymore. And just when everyone thought the mess had reached its limit, Nicki Minaj stepped in. The moment she entered the chat, the whole internet went off. Nicki's not holding back, clowning Cardi in real time, and people are whispering that she's the one who sent Armon to stir the pot in the first place. This is pure chaos. What started as a little online shade has turned into a full-on war of egos, with real consequences and street-level drama spilling out for everyone to see. People are now asking the big question, is Cardi about to face jail time? Things are getting uglier by the minute, and the tension is sky-high. Un'n thing about Belcalis, better known as Cardi B, she's always finding herself wrapped up in some kind of case. At this point, she might as well have her own reserved seat in court because it seems like she's always due for another appearance. But this time, things might not go her way so easily. Word in the streets is that she allegedly sent people to rough up Armon after he wouldn't stop talking trash about her. And honestly, nobody's shocked because this whole mess ties right back to her never-ending feud with Nicki Minaj. It's like every major rap beef somehow circles back to Nicki and Cardi. The tension between those two just won't die down. Everybody knows Cardi can't stand when people, especially bloggers, talk bad about her. So when Armon Wiggins started running his mouth again, it was only a matter of time before she clapped back. And this time, the fallout looks way too real. Nobody ever thought Cardi would take it this far, allegedly getting someone jumped over internet? Drama is wild. But here we are. It all kicked off when Armon pulled up to Angela Yee's show and dropped his 2 cents about Nicki and Cardi's last ugly social media brawl. You remember that one, where things got super personal, and they even dragged each other's kids and families into it. It was downright messy. During the interview, Armon didn't hold back at all. He made it crystal clear he was riding with Team Nicki. He straight up blamed the whole fight on Cardi, saying she brought the chaos on herself. According to him, Cardi had been bragging about outselling Nicki, but when the numbers didn't match the talk, she couldn't handle the fallout. Armon basically said Cardi started the fire but couldn't stand the smoke. Take a listen.
We have to acknowledge the fact that Cardi B thought she was going to outsell Nicki Minaj. Mm-hmm. And when she did not outsell Nicki Minaj and only sold 200K, Nicki Minaj came online and started popping it. Cardi B didn't like that she started popping it, and then that's when the back and forth started happening.
Okay. So do we have that audio from, because I didn't recall all this happening, but you said Cardi was arguing with a Barb on live.
So she was arguing with the Barb online, and she basically said she's going to outsell, she's going to be back on top. Now,
But Armon didn't stop there. He kept stirring the pot like he was trying to start a full-on storm. He went as far as saying that people only vibe with Cardi and her music when they're beefing with Nicki. That comment alone had fans going crazy. Now, remember that little tension between Nicki and Gucci Mane's wife, Keishia Kawar? Well, Keishia decided to throw some shade on Instagram with a slick post that read, "I'm like, nah, since when y'all out here embarrassing?" And that had everyone's eyes glued to their screens. But here's what really shook fans. Keishia used the song On the News by Young Thug and Cardi B as the background track. And guess what? Cardi didn't just scroll past it. She hit like on the post. That's when Armon got messy again. He jumped on Twitter and wrote, "Serious question. Do people genuinely like Cardi B and her music? Or is it only when they want to piss Nicki off?" And that was it. Cardi completely lost it. She went off on Armon, calling him nasty and dark-spirited.
Thought you was going somewhere. Look how God took that from you. You nasty. You had the best cover up for that case. Look how God covered it up. Your dark spirit overshadowed everything you work for every single time. You work so hard and God just takes it from you because you nasty. Your heart is full of You a person. You're going to die rotten, nigga. Just like the side of your pimpled that face. Want to talk about people's look and the side of your face is like a bumpy.
The drama hit another level after that. Cardi didn't stop at calling Armon nasty. She went on a full rant, talking about how he's been constantly coming for her and how she finally had no choice but to clap back.
Stop playing with me. When I don't reply, it's not because I'm grown. It's not because anything. It's because what do I gain? But stop playing with me. Let me tell you something. Before I was even rapping, I have my own. People fell in love with me. Before I was beefing, I had 2 number 1s and 3 top 5s. So let's get that together. If you're gonna research and see how long people have been supporting me for, and stop playing with me. This is why God dragging you to.
She said she'd been ignoring him for too long, but enough was enough. Most people thought that was the end of it, but nope, things were just getting started. Armon came back swinging and tweeted, "Keishia Kawar posting with Cardi B right after Nicki called her out." My thing is, does anybody actually like Cardi first, or only after they fall out with Nicki? That one tweet reignited the whole mess and took the drama up another notch. Then out of nowhere, Armon dropped a bombshell. He claimed he was in danger. He said Cardi had allegedly sent people after him, and that's when everyone's eyes popped.
But my thing is, you don't acknowledge the fact that you sat up there and we had peace. You recorded me.
Thank you.
You violated me. You bullied me.
Literally.
You sent your husband and threatened me in the DMs. Then you threatened me again. Then you just threatened me again. Then you said you got watching me, telling you where I'm at, but I'm bullying you?
But honestly, no one was too shocked. Cardi's got history when it comes to that kind of thing. Remember, when she almost ended up behind bars for allegedly sending goons after those bartenders who messed with Offset? Yeah, that situation nearly cost her freedom. And let's not forget, this isn't even the first time she's gone after Armon. Just last year, both Cardi and Offset reportedly threatened him after he said something they didn't like.
So you making threats. Your husband's already threatened me. So let's let that be what it's going to be. But I'm not about to keep playing this game. I'm not going to be silenced. I'm not going to disrespect. I'm not making up lies. I give my opinion on what I see. If I feel like it's a phony endorsement, I feel like it's a phony endorsement. That's not coming for you. I'm not recording conversations like you've recorded my conversation and you want to dry threaten me. So let's just put that out there. And I'm dropping it at that. But I'm not going to be feeling like oh, I can't talk because I'm going to be threatened. I'm going to get jumped or whatever going to happen. I'm still going to give my opinion, and whatever happens after that, what happens?
The pattern's looking real familiar now. Now, let's be real. Armon definitely seems to have it out for Cardi. Jimmy B even called it out, saying Armon does seem to have something against her. And honestly, it's not hard to see why people think that. He's always throwing shade. Remember when he kept comparing Cardi to Nicki? When Nicki dropped Pink Friday 2, Armon went online calling Cardi an influencer, not a real rapper.
Cardi B has been using that as her formula, and that is not resonating with the people anymore. They don't care. They know you can be fashion. They know that you can wear pretty clothes, pretty hair, pretty budget. Where is the banger? Where is the album? Nicki Minaj did the opposite. She did the Beyonce effect. There's no visual. Get into this album. We still went #1. We sold over 200,000 copies. Over 90,000 pure sales. We did that with no visual. You guys sat and you listened to my album.
That's straight up disrespectful. So yeah, there's real tension between them, but now things have gotten way messier, especially with these new claims that Armon got jumped. The streets are buzzing, and people are saying there's a bigger player behind the scenes. Allegedly, Nicki Minaj herself. Word going around is that Nicki's been pulling the strings the whole time, using Armon as her pawn to go after Cardi. Apparently, it all ties back to a recent messy fight between Cardi and Nicki. When Cardi accused Nicki of hiding behind her husband, Kenneth Petty, Cardi even tweeted, "Quiet as kept. The truth is you've been diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar for almost 9 years. And you also on heavy coke, perks, and Xanax. You don't listen to nobody around you. The only person that had that power is Kenneth Petty. But you know what happens with that Amex when you sedated." And then, boom, Nicki jumped online claiming someone really had been stealing from her using her Amex. She tweeted, "3 different people in a span of 2 months charged my Amex without permission. Someone couldn't even explain how they had the brand new card number." The timing was just too wild to ignore. The whole thing had fans convinced that this drama might go way deeper than anyone thought. Nicki wasn't done spilling. She went on to post more shocking details, saying, "A couple of them had been doing it for years. I got the first report a few weeks ago. They're all going to jail. One of the credit card thieves was even tracking my moves with a device that led right back to his own phone number. You can't make this up." She kept going, adding, "Let's see if they'll go to jail for their ringleaders. Let's see if they'll snitch or be part of the RICO. Hope those group chats were worth it." Then she posted screenshots claiming she had receipts, showing their dumb replies after getting caught red-handed. Nicki called them bean thieves and said everyone who got exposed tried to play it off, but it was too late. They were already done for. At that point, fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. It looked like Nicki had basically confirmed that Cardi's tea about her wasn't all lies. People online said Nicki got dragged so bad that she had to get her lick back. And that's allegedly when she decided to use Armon as her way to strike at Cardi from behind the scenes. And now? Armon's the one suing Cardi, claiming she had him jumped. The whole situation spiraled into a chaotic mess. Lawsuits flying, street talk getting louder, and both fan bases going at each other harder than ever. One thing's for sure, the Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj saga has officially leveled up into something bigger, crazier, and way more dangerous than before. Nicki's sitting back like a queen on her throne, watching all this chaos unfold. And she's throwing shade like it's an Olympic sport. Armon Wiggins filing that lawsuit just proves this beef isn't internet talk anymore. It's gotten real. This whole thing's messy, dangerous, and way deeper than anyone expected. Cardi's reputation is hanging by a thread. The internet's tracking her every move, and Nicki's out here showing everyone why she's still the undisputed queen of the clapback. From alleged attacks to secret receipts being dropped, nothing about this story is quiet or chill. It's drama on top of drama. One thing's clear, and 2 things are solid. When Nicki steps into the picture, chaos follows right behind her every single time. So, where's everybody now? Armon's out here lawyering up and dragging Cardi into court, while Nicki's sipping tea, watching her rivals melt down in real time. The receipts are stacking higher than ever, and it's starting to look like this war might not leave everyone standing. Because let's be honest, the question isn't just who's winning, it's who's even surviving once the dust settles. And trust, this story is nowhere near done. Every new chapter is getting wilder, juicier, and more explosive than the last. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment with your take on who's really winning this feud. And don't go anywhere because the next move, it could flip the whole game. See you on the next one.